Greetings and welcome to another Fate Grand Order video. It is time, it's finally been announced. The final chapter of this story is unfolding before us, the Solomon chapter. I told you it would be about a week before they announced it. Luckily for us, it isn't being released until the 20th. That is approximately 1 week from today, since this video is going up on Tuesday night, Thursday in the morning. So you have 1 week to prepare for this. Now, what does this entail? Well, oddly enough, this seems to be a type of special event from what I can tell. Now, right now if I click on information, it just takes me to the news page and there really isn't anything there. Now, we are going to go into the wiki and take a look at what's going on, and there will be story spoilers. There may even be some major story spoilers. If you don't want any of those in your life, then I suggest you turn away, wait until the event releases, and once you start having trouble, you come back and we can go over what's going on. Although by that time, I'll probably be releasing videos on each individual boss, so you might want to go looking for that one. So, you've been warned. So, without further ado, let's go into the Solomon wiki page and see what we're up against, shall we? So, here we go. So, as you can see, this is really nothing special, but this is what I've been telling you for the last couple of weeks. By raising your servant's bond, aka how much they trust you, they get special bonus stats during this event. Now, luckily, if you have any at rank level 10, you should absolutely bring them along because 100% extra stats quite literally means double the damage. Now, let's take a look at what is going on here now. The whole order will be mostly raid battles with mechanics similar to Onigashima, Prisma, Kasaway, and Rashomon event. Defeat the first demon pillar to unlock the battle for the other demon pillars. There will be 7 pillars in total, and after that you will fight Solomon. Now, what they mean by this is, here is the map, as you can see. So we're going to start here, and this is going to be the first raid boss that's going to be open. And once we defeat him, another one of these will unlock, and we defeat him. And very similar to Rashomon, so we go in, you fight a certain type of a battle to trigger the raid event, and then we all participate in the same battle. That is, and you can imagine this is the battle screen. Up here there's going to be one giant HP bar for the boss itself, and every time you deal damage to it, it's going to miss a little bit of chunk, and you're going to see the little shinies head towards it, and it's going to go down. Now, once everybody together takes down the boss, the main quest will appear where you can actually kill him yourself. And once you do that, the second one will unlock, and so on and so forth. And we repeat that entire process for every single of these 7 demon pillars that we're fighting. And by the way, in case you haven't noticed, all of these little tendrils here, every single one of those is a demon pillar. So yeah, those are the 72 demon pillars. Now, once we take down all 7 of those demons, we're going to go ahead into the central node, let's call it, and we're going to fight Solomon there. Now, that battle does have quite a bit of spoilers, but before we go into that, let's go into these raids and see what each one of those bosses does, shall we? Now, as you can see, the bosses can support each other by carrying a unique permanent buff among themselves or permanent debuff to your whole party. The buffs or debuffs will have a chance to activate at any raid battle in Solomon, but defeating one of the pillars will remove the buff or debuff completely from the pool. These buffs or debuffs can be removed with appropriate skills. So that means, basically, because every single pillar is alive, when we start fighting this raid battle and this main quest battle, there is a very high chance that we're going to be debuffed in a lot of stuff. So bringing along Martha Ryder, who can cleanse everybody instantly, is definitely a good idea. Not only that, but we are facing demon pillars, and in case you don't remember, because it's been a while since we fought one, demon pillars are weak to all 3 of the cavalry classes, that is Rider, Caster, and Assassin, regardless of what their little icons say. Now, the other thing is that they are resistant towards the Knight classes, so Saber, Archer, and Lancer. They deal half damage, the cavalry deal double damage. However, there's something we haven't been able to deal with because this happened before Gene Alter showed up, and that is because Avengers take half damage to them. So yeah, if you're looking for a tank, Avengers are your way to go. So let's take a look at these raid events, shall we, and see what we're up against. So this is going to be this one right here. So after we finish off basically introductory raid boss, we'll go up against him. And if we go and see who this is, you can see it's basically the demon pillar from Septem. And so basically we're fighting the bosses from all the singularities over again. So, 700,000 HP, yeah, good luck with that. At the start of the battle has a chance of permanent critical up, pierce invincibility, ouch, and a long-lasting MP damage up. So if you can bring anybody that can completely remove buffs. Let's see, if you bring along Mephistopheles, he can put the 3 times buff nullification on him. At the start, oh, but this is at the start of battle, so that's no good. So that means the only person that I can think of that removes buffs is Jack with her second skill. At the start of the battle, first row gets random debuff, HP down, Buster down, quick down, removable, so we definitely want to bring along Martha Ryder. Stacks a lot of attack buffs, okay, so definitely I'm going to have to level up Jack's second skill so I can use it more often. High chance of decreasing his MP by 1 tick before full. Okay, so 1 tick before he launches his MP, make sure you bunker down to take it. Defeat this buff will remove the arts down, okay, so that means we can abuse casters for the next fight. Now, Observatory Fornius, and again 700,000. Can buff itself with anti-debuff status 1 time. This can be done more than once, okay, so debuffing him is not really a way to go. This buff, normal attacks are single target while critical hit out the front row, okay, so the opposite of Gorgon from the last chapter. Has an MP charge or draining skill which gets itself 1 tick by absorbing 30% from your whole front line. Ouch. Okay, so MPs can be a little tricky to use against this guy. Has a skill to debuff target with buff success rate down, okay, and the hero move, the Buster down. So, because we recovered our arts after defeating the second one, using a bunch of arts here is probably useful. And let's see, 4th seed, Control Tower Barbetos, in again 700,000, this buff attacks 1 target for its normal attacks, okay, nice. MP has a defense down debuff to the front line, okay. Can skill seal a single target, that's annoying. And to remove the pierced invincibility plus sure hit buff from all other pillars, okay. So what we read from the very first battle here, let's see. Oh yeah, here's what I've said. So same as previous version, 3 net classes take extra damage, while dealing 1 to and the 4 horsemen classes take 4 horsemen, what? 4 horsemen classes. Do Avengers count as that? I do 4 horsemen. What are they talking about? Berserkers maybe? So yeah. So everybody takes either 1 or double damage, but only Avengers take half damage, but they don't deal bonus damage. So we are about to get the Gorgon, the possibility to summon Gorgon, and she is a 4-star Avenger, and she's pretty cool looking as well, so if you get her, make sure you bring her along. Now, let's see, so what is it? What was I looking for? No, that's the bond. That's the main quest. What am I looking for? Is it up here? There is a main quest that we need to be. Let's see, same as previous versions. Oh, well, anyway, we were looking at this. So anyway, this finally gets rid of pretty much almost all of the debuffs that we can get, and then we start dealing with the buffs that they can get. So, 850,000 makes sense because we now have access to all of our skills. All party members gain 3 turn defense buff and 1 hit of damage cut. All party members? What? At the start of battle, all party members get a 3 turn of defense buff and 1 hit of damage cut. You know what? This sounds exactly like Mash's first skill that increases defense. It does exactly that. So this is interesting. Defeat this boss to remove the critical rate from all other pillars, okay. It is a Berserker, so anybody should be able to deal maximum damage to it. Unfortunately, that probably means everybody takes extra damage from him. 60, let's see. Has a sure hit and pierce invulnerability buff for the whole battle. So, okay, so no invincibility and no evasion during this battle. That means you are relying on defense up and healing, basically. So, Irie and the Dress of Heaven, she's going to be extremely useful during this battle. Has a skill that drains MP cost by 20%, again. That heals itself for 100,000 HP heal. AI seems prevented from spamming this, however. Okay, that's good. MP deals damage to a single target. Excellent. To remove the quick down debuff. Okay. And final pillar. Let's see, 700,000. Able to buff itself with turn-based heals. Has a skill that can instantly kill a single target. Wow. Okay then. MP deals damage to a single target. Defeat this buff to remove HP recovery down debuff. Oh wow, I can't even heal properly? Really? Okay, so here's what's happening. So every single one of these debuffs that every pillar has a chance of happening at the beginning of any battle. So for the one that had a pierce invincibility, this one right here, so that for this one, if you do happen to get the healing down debuff, you might want to consider restarting the fight. Because not being able to heal and need to take down 700,000 HP is very difficult. Now remember that Ushiwaka Maru herself can deal around 120,000 damage, but launching that 7 times is a little bit difficult. So hopefully you can last long enough to take him down with her and your other riders and casters and everything else. Okay, 10C. What do we have here? Annulment Pit something something something. Can buff its own damage, able to buff itself with critical rate up, has a skill that can remove buffs on the whole team and charge them. Ugh, that sucks. Has a taste to buff itself 3 times for 1 turn, with each buff either is attack up 1 time, critical up 1 time, and then deals a lot of damage the following turn thanks to those buffs. Okay, Jack the Ripper, thank you for being on my team. You are going to be extremely useful during this fight. And that is it for the raids. So these are the raid battles, the ones that open up once you actually clear each section in the main quest. So what comes after that? Well, after that is the throne, and that means going up against Solomon. Now, up until now we haven't been talking anything about story spoilers. However, we are about to go into and look at the main quest. So if you were here just trying to look for some ideas for teams for the pillars, we're done with that section. We're going into the main story, so know how to prepare for that. And hopefully you are still around because here we go. Let's see. Demon Pillar, Demon Pillar, Demon Pillar, Demon Pillar, Chapter 9. Surprise Chapter. You will automatically enter this chapter. Okay, I'm not sure what this is, but okay. And this is the main quest to defeat the one we just talked about. Exactly the same thing. And now Chapter 11, no battle. Chapter 12, Goetia. Here we go. Okay, so this is basically what many people have been dreading. So let's see what I'm looking for. Here we go. This is the most important part of this fight. The very first action will always be a skill which gives 3 MP's damage up, so that's insane damage. Pierce invincibility, just like our Trail Lancer, and charges Goetia's 8 gauge to full. His next action will be his Noble Phantasm. So this means this right here, this is the battle that I have been looking forward to, because I am prepared for this thanks to Mephistopheles. And that is because Mephistopheles, on the very first turn, when you go through his strengthening quest, gets his third ability. And his third ability puts a debuff on the target that says that he will note the first 3 debuffs they try to cast. In this case, it's these. By completely negating those 3 MP damage ups, we are only taking normal MP damage, although we can't avoid it, unfortunately. However, this is going to make it crucial so that your entire front row can survive without the need of Guts. Because Guts leaves you with such a low HP usually, that somebody was probably going to die that turn. So, Mephistopheles, make sure you level him up. Actually, let's go take a look at Mr. Mephistopheles himself, shall we? Let's see, Caster, main classes, Caster. And here he is, Mephistopheles. So, here we go, third skill. Here we go, this is what we need. Inflict buff look status to one enemy for 3 times, and inflict curse for 5 turns. This is what you need, as you can see, Strengthening Quest, for Goetia to survive that first wave. So if you don't have Mephistopheles leveled up, go level him up, do a Strengthening Quest, and laugh at Goetia when he tries to one-shot you on the first turn. Now, where were we? Main quest, I accidentally closed it. Give me a second here. Luckily, Chrome has my back on this. Here we go, main quest Solomon. Okay, back down. Okay, here is Goetia, and this is the one that we have to worry about now. Chapter 13, no battle. Chapter 14, Goetia again. Okay, now let's see, what are we dealing with here? He's like 1 million HP. Ow. Okay, then I'm not sure how we're supposed to deal with that. All class deals 1 damage. All class takes 1 damage from him, except Rider, Ruler, who take half damage. Berserker and Assassin will take 2 times damage. This type of assurance picture Goetia says, Alter Ego does not deal 2 times to King of Humans Goetia. Oh, okay. So here we have a spoiler of the future. Alter Egos are designed to take down beasts. I think. I'm pretty sure Goetia is supposed to be a beast. Now, at the beginning of the battle, he will drain all from party's MP. Just don't use any Cs. Okay, so going with pure damage up and no MP pre-charge. Can deal with your party with normal attacks. We just took that from Tiamat, so we're not worried about that. We know how to deal with that. When HP reaches low numbers around 100 to 300,000, Goetia will use an AoE attack in exchange of reducing his AP to 1 after buffing himself. Most likely killing us when are prepared. Use Guts to or similar effect to withstand his attack and deal the final blow. Okay then, so basically once he's almost dead, he's going to go down to 1 HP, do a massive AoE attack, and if you survive, you can take him down. Now, there's something I forgot to mention about this event, about the raid, and that is this. Unlike previous raid events, there will be no turn limit, and reviving using 3 command seals or 1 Saint Quartz is possible. However, leaving the battle will cause you not to gain any Master XP, Mystic Code experience, Bond XP, and after battle loot. So if you die, don't worry, you still help take him down. However, you're not going to get any rewards because you technically didn't finish the battle. So as you can see, players work to reduce the total number of a boss by clearing the same raid multiple times, as we've seen. Total number equals 2 million per boss, except the 10th. So this means we have to take down the boss approximately 2 million times between all of us. Now that sounds a bit crazy, but remember there is at least, by what we remember, I think it's 10 million players, I think, maybe? Not really sure. Like, unlock, so yeah, back to, here we go, okay, back down. So what is the final boss here? Let's see, okay, that's Goetia. That's what we're looking at, and another to think of it, where is Solomon? They'll check Chapter 14, Goetia, again 1 million HP. Same mechanics from what I can see. Can debuff at the start of battle. All classes at the beginning of the battle can debuff. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. And yeah. Interesting that there is no fight actually against Solomon. Oh no, there he is, Solomon. Has a defense down plus burn debuff, okay. Has an evasion skill, ill. Has a skill that can remove own debuffs. Okay, so basically this is going to be annoying. He has 900,000 HP. He is a caster, so you want to bring along a bunch of riders. Sakata Kintoki Rider, Ujiwakamaru, and probably some type of healer or debuffer, maybe Martha Rider. Okay, Martha Rider to cancel out the defense on and burn debuff. That's going to be good, although his division is going to be annoying. So yeah, this event, 1 week from today, it seems like it's going to be very fun. However, I do recall reading something very interesting. Let's see. Here we go. The order will be locked once it is completed. That means that anybody that cannot participate right now will not be able to participate ever, from what I'm understanding this. Because we won't be able to go back in. And we know that because if you go into Interlude, there is no one. That means nobody has an Interlude in there, and that means that indeed once we finish the event, it will be gone forever. Now luckily there isn't anything we need to buy with currency or anything along those lines. So this isn't too bad. Unfortunately, it means that any new players will not be able to experience this event, which kind of makes sense when you think about it, because if everything stayed dead in the raid sense, they just go through one chapter after another, and they would pretty much lose a lot of the epicness out of thing that we are feeling. So let's see, we've gone over the raid mechanics, over the main quest, the final boss. Anything else we're mentioning about that? Oh yes, there is one more thing, by the way. Yeah, we're finally getting Merlin. Finally. Now, by the way, if you have no idea why Merlin is basically the #1 servant in Japan still, and because if you had never used it in Babylon, here's his quick and down and dirty. His first skill grants attack up plus 20% MP charge for the entire party. His second skill grants the entire party invincibility for 1 turn. And his third, what was his third skill? Actually, let's stop guessing and go take a look at him, shall we? Servants, main classes, caster. And he is down here. Here we go. Merlin. So as you can see, attack up and MP charge by 20%. Second skill, invincibility, increases party's critical star generation rate for 1 turn, reduces enemy's critical attack chance. And third skill, increase one enemy's buster performance for 3 turns. Increase our match HP, so this is very nice. And increase our critical damage. So as you can see, plus 2000 HP for 3 turns on a random servant. That is not bad. 30% extra buster all the way up to 50. Not bad. And let's see, crit damage 50 to 100%. Okay. So that is basically one of the main reasons he is so sought after. And on-demand invincibility that has a 7-turn cooldown at max level. 20% MP charge on demand for every 5 turns. This is the equivalent of well, at least this aspect is equivalent to Zhuge Liang's first 2 skills, which give 10% charge, along with attack up and attack plus, and defense up and damage cut. And now let's take a look at the noble Phantasm, which is what makes him so crazy. Recovers party HP for every turn for 5 turns, and charge party MP damage by 5% every turn for 5 turns. So yeah, that means everybody gets plus 25% MP charge after 5 turns, essentially. Oh, and by the way, he charges Onion Peacock for 5% every turn. Yeah. So you're going to be spamming this every single time you can because it heals, it charges everybody else's, and they gain critical stars, which is pretty nifty, which means you charge up your other Nova Phantasms a lot faster. So yeah, Merlin is without a doubt the #1 servant in the world. However, he may not be a must-have for you. However, if you have a chance to pull on him, try so. However, remember that we are entering the second year of the game, and that means the second summer event. And I don't want to go into any spoiler territories for that summer event, but we are getting a lot of new servants, including 2 that I'm really looking forward to. Hopefully I actually get them this time again, because last summer I got the 5-star and I didn't want her at all. Although she has helped me out quite a bit. So, Solomon chapter is finally here 1 week from today, and we are hopefully more than prepared to deal with this thing. And unfortunately, if you are unable to participate and the event goes down, then I'm sorry, but that's just the way they decide to do it. Now, the game is not actually ending after this, because there are at least 2 more chapters after this, as in 2 more stories. And they are, I have no idea what they're going to call them over here, but basically the game is still going strong with brand new stories and so many other things. So, look forward to that as well. So, thank you for watching, and we will see you probably 1 week from today when we enter Solomon. So, later.